Yo, you black and you beautiful, remember this. I'm in love with your melanin. I swear your beauty is everything. And darling, you a goddess being honest. Every queen deserves to get a king.
MissNaeUK, welcome back to my channel. Today's a bit of a funny topic in the sense where it's a bit more serious than my usual videos. Yesterday Twitter really blew up about white social influencers that are doing their makeup and posting images and videos of them looking mixed race. I don't really know fully how I feel about this, because half of me, I'm not mixed race, so in terms of being outraged, I'm not completely outraged, but the other half of me is like, rah, they're trying to really like duplicate black features. What's going on here? As we know, the media has a very interesting way of influencing people, companies, etc. on what is in and what's out look-wise. As we know, the Kardashians play a major role in the influence of many females and girls. I don't even know why. They can't even admit. I am so not bothered about people having surgery, cosmetic enhancements, because that's your choice, it's your money, it's not affecting me at the end of the day. If that makes you happy, live your life. Why do you need to pretend and lie about it? Especially when you're somebody that's an influencer. When you're in the public eye, you've got 50,000, 90,000, 900,000, 1.5 million followers, whatever you have. When you have a large following and a majority of them are females, a lot of them are young girls themselves, why do you not just keep it 100? Like, I've had my bum done, so that these people can say, it's one of two things. Oh, I don't really want to get my ass done. Thanks for being honest. Or, right, I still want a bum like yours. I'm going to go and look into having surgery. That's what people are going to do at the end of the day. Now, when you've got Kim Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian sitting here talking about gym, genetics. Sis, we don't believe you. We don't believe you. At the end of the day, don't take us for Egypt. Like, we know, do you know what I mean? I don't understand people that do that. Like, we've seen your before pictures. That's not all gym. Like, let's not play this game. The same goes for people on a smaller scale that are influencers on Instagram. And that is what's caused the outrage yesterday. There is a couple of influencers. I mean, you're European. That's the bottom line. You're white. Your ethnicity is white. European. And your pictures, you're like a honey mixed race girl. I don't get that. One of the girls posted a video recently on YouTube, actually, on her channel, where she did her makeup tutorial. My God, her foundation is about 4 shades darker than her skin. So there's a difference between filtering your pictures, altering Photoshop, etc., and actually sitting down and doing your makeup consciously to be darker, way darker than what you are, and post it and act like, this is all just makeup, and I've got a tan. Like, that's what I think just put the insult on the injury. Like, when somebody addressed her about it and said, you know, are you aware, like, it's offensive what you're doing? The girl's attitude and response was in the words of effect of, but I've got a tan. That was the type of vibe you got. It was like, I have a tan. I get tanned really easily. I tan quickly in the sun. I tan easily. Like, are you trying to insult our intelligence, sis? Like, you just done a makeup tutorial, 4 or 5 shades darker makeup, talking about a damn tan. It is not uncommon for white girls to get fake tan, whether that be in sunbed, spray, rub-on, and people going on holiday. Tans or tans. Like, when you're sitting down doing your makeup that's a shade for something that's actually mixed race or black, it's not the same thing. Let's not play this game. We're not... I'm living my best life. Definitely ain't going back and forth with you bitches. I'm living my best life. I cannot, like, don't sit here and play me. Like, sis, you're doing false advertisement. Like, you're frauds. That's some booky and funny behavior. And to me, that really, like, outlines that you've got issues. For you to actually sit down and think this is normal and act like it's not that. You're definitely mad. You're definitely troubled. She's quite young herself. I don't understand. I didn't follow her before this. I don't follow her now. I don't plan to. But she had popped up on my explore page on my Instagram quite a bit. And I just thought she was a pretty mixed race girl. Genuinely, she's a gorgeous girl. Even her before picture now that they've leaked it with her quite pale. She's a very pretty girl. So I don't understand who or what has told you that you need to alter your skin colour on your profile. What, like, who are you trying to impress? Or what's the message here? Like, I can't understand it. Her highlight is popping, her makeup itself is popping, but why are you doing things to look a complete different ethnicity? Like, it's not just color, ethnicity. Like, makeup's meant to make you look different. If I wipe my face now, I will look different, but I'm still a black girl when I wipe this off. I'm not gonna wipe this off and you're gonna go, she's dark skinned, or she's white, or she's actually mixed race. You're not gonna be oohed or awed by my color anymore. Like, you're gonna be like, oh, she's still a brownie. Like, I just look a bit different. And I feel like for you to do that, yeah, you're definitely mad. Your head needs checking. And it's just all mad. Some black women were addressing the fact that black men, it's your fault for liking these lighties and preferring these lighties. Now people feel like they have to transform. I feel like that's just nonsense, because the reality is there are people that have preferences in this life. There are black men that prefer lighties. There are black men that prefer white girls. There are black men that prefer black women. There's all sorts. That's the whole point of a preference. Preference is, if you had a choice, you would pick. But love isn't a preference thing. Sometimes you fall in love with what you fall in love with. You click with what you click with. Energies align with what they align with. So at the end of the day, I could sit here and say I only like black boys. I just haven't met a white boy whose energy aligns with me for me to be like, I like him. That's how I see it. My preference is black, but I wouldn't be like, oh my God, I'm going to die if a white boy moves to me, or a white boy tries it. Like, that's just ignorant. Like, I feel like black men are not responsible for these type of girl shenanigans. These girls have sat down and watched and realized the media and the beauty standard that we currently have at its climate is, we want white and lighty girls with black features. That is the current media in. It's funny, years ago, the beauty standard was a European woman with long hair, straight hair, small waist, small frame, no arse, small chested, not too big in any, like, in anywhere on her body, very pale, small, long nose, long legs. That was a European beauty standard that has been shoved down many people's throats over the past decades upon decades upon decades. That's the reality. And it's being questioned now with, I think a lot of interracial dating has taken place. People are now mixing with different cultures, which is great. We're all for that. But what has come with that is shifted the standard, but not opened the standard wider. It's not made it broad in the sense where we like black girls, or we like white girls, or we like mixed. It's just shifted it in a sense where, like, no, we want white girls or mixed race girls now that have black features, but we don't want the black people. Do you get it? Even mixed race girls. I'm not mixed race myself, so I couldn't sit here and say about their struggle with, in terms of their identity. I have mixed race friends that are mixed black and white, mixed black, mixed white. And a lot of them have said to me, you know, growing up, I struggled with my identity, or what I identified with, due to being mixed with all of these different combinations. Some parts of your family are accepting, some are not. You know, they've got a lot of history, so they've got their own struggles that I can't sit and talk on behalf of. But even they go through things in the sense where, how can you hire a white girl as a company? Fashion and beauty companies, you lot are hiring white girls that look mixed race when you could just hire a mixed race girl. I don't get it. It's like blackface makeup. Why do you want you don't want your shoot, your campaign, your product, the face of whatever to be a black looking person that's not black? Are you stupid, or are you stupid? It's just starting to all get on my tits. This is why for me it's important for us to support our own. It's not a I hate white people race campaign. It's not a I don't support white people. But I'm at that point where you don't support us. So we need to start rocking with ourselves deep. This is getting too much. Girls are really sitting down pretending they're mixed race on their Instagram. And when they're getting undressed, telling people they have a tan. You're mad. You're wild. Your mum needs to check you. You need to even check your mum. Like, I don't get it. Another thing I think is very bizarre is, like, this whole interracial dating. I have no issue. Like, I see some black women like, oh, they like white girls. I don't care if a black guy likes a white girl. Why would I care? If you don't like me, you're probably not for me. So you've done me a favor. But I have a problem, or where my issue kicks in, is when you degrade me or black women to justify your relationship with a white girl. Are you stupid or dumb? Like, your mum is not black. That to me is a problem. So in that degree, in that sense, that's when I get irate. That's when I start to look at it a type of way. But in terms of who you love, like, and date, it doesn't affect me. If you like the person, go, bro. She's a lightie, she's mixed race, she's Asian, she's anything. It doesn't affect me. Don't degrade black people or black women specifically to justify your move. That's all I'm asking. When I hear black men say, oh, I don't even deal with black girls, like they've got too much attitude. Oh, I don't deal with black girls, like they're bare work. Oh, I don't deal with black girls, they're too loud. We get battered from so many different angles in this world, and you as a black man who's supposed to be our kings, our support, the people that lift and carry us as we lift and carry you, you're tearing us down with the rest of the world. You, I wish you the best. I hope your white girlfriend's dad is from the Ku Klux Klan. That's what I got to say on that. Men like that, drop them on an island somewhere and let sharks devour. I don't have time. Let piranhas take them. I don't have time. I don't even address people like that. The ignorance is, it's a belly churning, you know? Them just make my belly upset, unsecure. I just don't take time out of my day for people like that. If you really believe you have to disrespect us to make yourself feel better about your decision and preference, my friend, it's not a preference thing at this point. It's now self-hate. You have got a mental illness and you need to talk to somebody professional about it, because that is just wild. You have a black mum, black sisters, aunts, grandmother, niece, godmother, aunties, whatever, and you're going to sit down and disrespect us like that? Something's wrong with you. When I find or come across black guys that are like that, I normally think something's happened in his life. Something traumatic has put him off black women, because by nature and by biology, like, that don't make no sense. To me, I can't rock with that. There's no excuse. Don't even comment underneath and try to argue with me. I will not entertain or reply. It is just madness. You don't have to like black girls, but you don't need to disrespect black girls. That's too much. Yeah, we have got a lot of features that are part of us. I feel like as black women, we are targeted a lot. I, as a black woman, I feel a type of way, and I've got a problem again within our community. I've got girls that feel like, oh, but you're not dark enough to understand the colorism that we face as darker skinned women. The reality is, black has the most diverse colours and shades in the world. We come in all forms of shades. You know, look at Rihanna's Fenty Beauty collection. That goes to show you just how many shades there are of our beautiful skin. And we need to stop sitting there and saying, oh, you're not dark enough, you're a light, you know, you're lighty, oh, she's dark. We're all black women, and when it comes to the rest of the world, we have the same target on our chest. We have to work twice as hard, we have to fight twice as hard. So we need to stop putting ourselves down in our community and really start pulling together. The thing is, I can recognize you as a dark-skinned sister of mine are going through something, or you're going through something due to your skin tone being darker. There's nothing wrong with me acknowledging that. But don't feel like you can't talk to me, or feel like I can't feel your pain because I'm not dark enough. I still feel it, because you're still a black woman and I'm a black woman. We still relate to each other. So pull together. Like, it's okay to acknowledge and accept we have differences, but those differences, when you pull us together, we are one. So we need to stand as one and stop this madness. Now we've got all these white girls taking on these mixed race things. Like, what is really happening here? To me, it's a form of blackface. It might not be as black a face as blackface, but it's a form of blackface. They're stealing some people's ethnicities and skin tone, and that's not cool. Be yourself. There's nothing wrong. Like, I've seen makeup artists that have done like certain looks, for example, fake freckles or things like that. They've taken on certain attributes from other people and incorporated it on a particular project. Especially with makeup artists, it's an art form for them. So I get sometimes you might get a really bronze look or a really golden look, but at the end of the day, it's on a specific picture or video promo that they do on their page, and they make it clear it's an art project. This is what I did, this is the look today. But we know what they look like. Do you understand? Like, the rest of their page is not filled with them in this skin color. So I don't get that. For me, it's just a no. I won't support people like that. And for you to sit down, Emma, and be talking about tan, you're defo insulting people's intelligence. I'm not even a fan of yours, but for people that actually follow you, it's just disrespectful. Like, I don't get why it's so mad to be yourself. There's somebody that will like you for you out there. There are followers that will follow you because they like you for you. There are influencers that will take to you for you. There are companies that will work with you for you. You don't need to change your whole skin color just to fit some standard of beauty that is going to shift and probably change again in the next 5 years. Girl, be yourself. Black men that don't like us black women, we don't like you either. And the kings that love the black queens, we love you too. Keep doing what you do, we got you. That's all I gotta say. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. No, I'm joking. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you like. And make sure you guys share. I feel like this is an important video. It needs to get shared. It needs people to hear it. We need women, especially young black girls, to be encouraged, be proud of the skin they're in, and be happy that we are being imitated in so many ways, because we are popping. Melanin been popping. Look at us. Golden. Golden. We exude light, and I will continue to put that light into the world if I can through my videos. Have a great weekend, guys, and I'll see you in my next video.